Hello everyone, Bone Harvester here. In this video we will talk about 8 bishop e7 in fried liver attack. As I said before, rook b8 and bishop e7 are strongest options in knight a5 variation, and also these moves are playing from strong players. That's because we have to take care about these variations, and in this variation black has extremely strong two options against white, and these variations are always being critical test for fried liver attack. I added some variations, and in future I will add some detailed analysis just about these critical variations. So let's start. Let's start from starting position. Bishop b5, c6, dc6, bc6, queen f3, and bishop e7. Let's take a look bishop d6 quickly. It's a big mistake. It's blunder. Bishop c6, knight c6, queen c6, double attack, fork, and bishop d7 is single choice for protecting rook, and now as you can see d6 is dropped. That's because bishop d6 is impossible. Bishop e7 and bishop d3. We are playing bishop d3 here. Bishop d3 because we will play in future bishop f5 and exchange light square bishops, and after that we will use light squares in king side easily. Castle king side, knight c3, h6, common move, very popular. Knight ge4, knight d5, and knight g3. 11 knight ge4. These are clearly theoretical moves, and knight g3 is a good answer here for the blocking and preventing f5 move here, because white is attacking with 3 pieces on f5 square. That's because f5 is impossible right now, and after some moves, knight f5 or bishop f5, we will use this square. Knight f4, and black can play knight b5 here. It's completely similar idea. That's because I didn't mention it. I didn't talk about it so much. Knight f4, bishop f5, rook b8, castle king side, c5, of course, with the idea double attack on g2, d3, bishop e4, d takes e4, and knight c6 after b3. Black has no big pressure on king side, white king side, on also, how to say, black cannot create big weaknesses from somewhere. In my opinion, just knight d4 is very strong, and knight e4 is knight f4 is very strong right now. After white solve these knight problems, white will be in winning position easily. Okay, now let's take a look side variations. Bishop e7, bishop d3, and early h6. It's a playable move, and my opponents are playing always this move. Knight e4, knight d5, knight g3. Again, same idea. Protecting f5 and using f5 square with minor pieces. Castle king side, bishop f5, g6, bishop takes c8, queen takes c8, and d3. Now, as you can see, light squares are weak, and also h6 is hanging, and dark squares are usable for king side. For example, knight a4. After white can play bishop take h6 and some similar moves. Castle kingside, knight c3, h6, knight g4, and instead of knight d5, knight take on e4 here. It's not very strong, but I wanted to add here, and with the idea playing f5 here, f5, bishop c6, knight c6, bishop c6, queen c6, and now this, I remember this variation. Sorry, yes, this is one of very strong variation. Sorry, it was my fault. In this variation, white will 2 pawn up, but white must defend, just defend. White must stand in just defensive position, but its position is completely defendable. Trust me, I will show you. Bishop d7, queen c4 check. It's lifesaver tempo. King h8, b3, rook c8, or bishop g5, or any move which is attacking queen, queen e2, queen a5, bishop b2, bishop c5, castle queenside, bishop d4, and king b1. Now white must try to defend this position, and after that trying to attack kingside, but it's not so easy. I'm sure about it. This position is defendable. Let's take a look. Stockfish, what engine says about this variation. Engine says nearly 1 point better for white, because 2 pawn is so much things. White can sacrifice its one of minor pieces against 2 pawn to for defending king side, or while attacking enemy king side. It's not not a big deal. Yes, nearly 1 point better. Let's wait a little bit more. Yes, nearly 1 point better. This is a defensive position, and after that you have to try attack king sides. I have a very detailed analysis about this variation and some other critical tests, and when I finished this video series about right liver attack with the general ideas and general variations, after that I'm planning to share my detailed variations for watchers, for chess players. I hope this video is enough, but if you need more detailed analysis, you have to wait a little bit. Okay, keep going. Knight d5, knight g3, and now g6 here. G6, it's as you can understand, idea is playing f5 and forking e4 here. Castle kingside, f5, rook e1, e4. Yes, this is one of other strong option for black, and it's these two variations, knight e4, bishop e4, queen c6, bishop, queen c4, king h8, b3, and rook c8. This variation, and this variation is most problematic variations in fried liver attack, bishop d3 variation. And as I said before, I have the detailed analysis about this variation too. Maybe if this video gets some more watch, how to say, so much people watch this video, I can share this analysis too. Let's take a look this variation. G6, castle kingside, f5, rook e1, e4, Bishop takes e4, f takes e4, queen e4, bishop takes e4 because this knight must protect f5 square. As you can see, after bishop f5, knight f5, g takes f5, and queen e6. Now, black is one piece up. White has 3 pawns, but this is very difficult to play for white. One single mini single mistake makes everything bad, worst position. And after that, as you can see, idea is knight takes d5, and after that queen takes e7. And let's take a look side variation. Bishop f6 is playable, knight h5, and this variation white has 4 pawn up, but it's not meaning very easy win. Always material always pieces are more strong than pawns in middle game and end game. That's because the player who is playing with white, the player needs very strong mid game and end games technique for playing this variation. So this is 2 variations that I said very critical. And now let's take a look knight b4, and I said knight b4 and knight f4 is similar ideas. Bishop g5, and sorry, yes, knight f4 after bishop g5. I remember this one. This is the last strong option in this variation. And knight d3 is very easy to play. Queen d3, queen cannot take on d3 because e7 is hanging. Bishop c5, exchanging queens, and after knight g3 everything is clear. White is winning here, but black can play bishop g5 here, and it's published in some games about refutation of fried liver attack, but I'm not sure about it. In my analysis says and shows me these variations, white has strong options against these variations. I'm afraid of this variation, and also this variation. All of other variations are playable for white, but this variation, 3 pawn against minor piece, this variation is very difficult to play, but this variation is not refutation of right liver attack. Trust me. In future I will share my detailed analysis about these refutations. Bishop f4, g3, attacking bishop again. Bishop cannot go e7 because it transposes knight d3, queen d3 variation, and bishop f6 is not very strong. I remember this idea, but I don't want to make mistake. Let's take a look engine quickly. Yes, engine says bishop e4, knight b7, a3, knight d5, bishop e4, knight b7, a3, knight d5, and g4, g5, maybe rook g1. It's looks strong. Okay, close engine, and let's take a look main variation. h4, bishop h4, bishop a4, g3, queen f6, knight e3, knight d3, c takes d3, and after exchange mb3. This is end of variation. White has doubled pawns on center. Okay, But black has bishop pair and very strong gameplay on d file. Okay, I can understand this one, but how to play? Knight c4, knight c4, knight and knight f4. Knight a4 is very good moves, and bishop b3, bishop e3, maybe king e2, maybe king d1 and uh, rook e3, maybe castle long side, rook e1, rook e3, and rook e1 with rook batteries on e file. This position is not playing so easy because black's strongest idea is putting knight on d4, but I think it's playable. Let's take a look what engine says. I remember make I made an analyze 60 depth here, and it was saying me white is little bit better in this position and black has no big threats and no big quick winning plans. Now 30, and as you can see it's clear. Black has no big advantage here, just positional game, and this is positional problem. And don't forget it, if it's positional mistake, white is pawn up already. White can give up this pawn without fighting and try to find for more active pieces. It's possible. So this all of variations about 8 bishop e7, and as I said before, 8 bishop e7 and 8 rook b8 is very strong options, and generally strongest players are playing these variations against fried liver attack. That's because we have to learn these variations nicely if you want to play fried liver attack as like a master. And let me show you again, this variation is one of the strongest variation, and this variation is the second strongest variation, and this variation is third strongest variation. But in my opinion, if you wonder my opinion, this position is playable for white and it's easy. And also this position is playable too. Yes, black has king side attack, but white has its own chances here. It's not easy loss. For example, third rank defense and using third rank with attack, it's not very easy for black. I don't fear from this variation. I'm not fear from this variation too, but this 12 g6 variation is very problematic variation. You have to try some practice against computers or your friends. You have to learn this variation in tournaments. If your opponent know how you playing, and if your opponent know you are playing fried liver attack, of course especially with bishop d3, they can prepare this variation. And if you don't have to play, if you don't have clear plan in this variation, you will be lost. I can say this one. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you like these videos. See you in next video. In next video we will talk about rook sacrifice on e8. It's not best move, but have strong tactical options for black. So see you in next videos. Bye.